Welcome back to another video on LSTV. New background, new setup, but we are back again with another video and we have a lot to talk about. So let's get straight into it. So Rashford, Sancho, Garnacho, Antony, and whoever else has been told, or no, not has been told, has told Manchester United that they're going to leave the club this summer, which is brilliant. You know, like we definitely are going to get money out of them, and a pretty decent amount of money in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was time. It was time for all those players to probably leave, to be honest. Let's start with Rashford. Had his good time at the club, as we all know. You know, he had his time, but it was just too inconsistent, really. And I think it's just best for both parties to just part ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need to force it. You know what I'm saying? Force it and then keep him this season again just to hope he does something, because we've seen that in multiple games. Especially in the last 4 seasons, at least 3 of them, he's just been not good. Like, that's just the best way to put it. He's just not been great, you know? And then a lot of Rashford fans will say, oh, it's the team's fault that he's not been good. Oh, it's this person's fault that he's not been good. But they'll never give him any bit of, like, they'll say he doesn't have to take ownership or anything. It's everyone else's fault that he wasn't good, which is just wrong, in my opinion. I do think Rashford's a good player. And I don't think he's trash, as people would say. People call him Trashford and stuff like that. I just think that his time at Manchester United is over, you know, and he needs to go somewhere where there's not so much scrutiny on him, you know. Like if he goes abroad, for example, he loves Barcelona. He's been basically twerking for Barcelona. Like, he had a whole interview with Spanish people in Spain, and to talk about how he would love to play with Yamal and all of those kind of things, and those Barca players are good players and this and that. So we know he loves Barcelona. We know he wants to go to Barcelona. Will he get that move? Probably more likely now, because Nico Williams just signed a 10-year contract at Bilbao, and that was their top target. But they are in for Luis Diaz as well. But that's probably going to be a hard deal. So it's more likely they'll probably get Rashford. And that would be a good signing for them. I think he should go there. I think it would be a good club for him to be not a squad player really, but I guess an important player. You know, you guys play career mode. His squad role will be important. And that'll be good for him. That'll be great for him, man. Sancho now, there's been talks that he's going to go to Juventus. But his salary is always the problem with Sancho. Like, that's why he can't find a move. Not because he's not a good player. We saw it in the Conference League final. He scored in the final, got him through. Right, won the Conference League final, got him 3-1 up. And yeah, he's a good player. He did this. Sorry, I had to change my setup again. But yes, he did play well for Chelsea, but there was a lot of inconsistency, just like Rashford. And at Manchester United, the exact same thing. Now, you can say that maybe the environment wasn't the best for him to succeed, but of course, he does have to take some ownership on it himself, because he did get some chances. But in my personal opinion, I don't think that we brought him in and played him in the right position. You know, when he came in under Oli, he didn't even play on the right. We needed a right winger, and then we played him as backup to Rashford. Like, so what was the whole point of haggling for Jadon Sancho to then play him on the left, when we clearly needed that right side player, which he could have played? But yeah, it's unfortunate. But we do have to move on from Sancho as well. Get that 25 to 30 million in, take the loss, and hope that he does well. I hope he does go to Juventus. That'll be a good club for him as well. Same with Rashford. Both good players. Just their time at United is over. And Antony, I don't really have anything good to say about Antony at Manchester United. I think he's been absolutely dreadful from like 90% of the time. Maybe the Barcelona game was good. I couldn't tell you what other game was good, I'll be honest. I mean, maybe the first 3 games where he scored. In those first 3 games, those were decent. But other than that, nothing. You know, 100 million didn't give us anything worth or close to 100 million worth. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not it. But hopefully he gets his move as well. We do know that Real Betis want him to keep him permanently, because he did really well in that loan spell. But also, again, the wages. We seem to do this all the time as a club. We're always giving players too much wages, and then they're too hard to sell. And that's the reason why all 3 of them I've mentioned so far are still at the club, you know. But they did inform the club, as I said earlier in the video, that they're going to leave and they're not going to be coming into preseason next week and all that jabba. So we know that's happening. And then finally, Garnacho. Now, Garnacho is one that is debatable in the fan base. You know, some people think he should stay because he's young. Some people still rate him. But there are people like me who have no remorse for him. I think he needs to get out the club, not even just leave like the other ones. He needs to get out the club. All his antics off the pitch, his brother chatting, everything's about him is self-centered. Now that's good. That's good. That's a good trait to have when your team is doing well. Like, he doesn't seem to be self-aware of the situation, you know? Like, we'll play a terrible game. He'll score and we'll lose 4-1. And he's like, oh, I he posts pictures of himself scoring the goal. And it's like, doesn't post anything about the team. It's just himself scoring. So we need to hype it up. Like, no, brother. Like, you played 36 games in a row and scored 5 goals. Now, yes, you're going to say he's young and inexperienced and whatever, but if you can play 36 games in a row and then go into the following season and play even more games and you're not improving as a player, it's just the same things, same things. I think your time at the club is done. I don't think he should be here no more. The things that he came out and said, it's just wrong, you know, especially after that final. Oh, I don't know why I didn't start the final. Oh, I don't know why I got taken off. Oh, I don't know what. Bro, you weren't doing anything when you were on. So what do you want us to do? You want us to keep you on the pitch just doing shit. That's what you've been doing anyway. But he can get out and go to wherever else he goes. I don't care where Garnacho goes. I'll be honest. I really don't care. He can go to friggin' Barnsley for all I care. Like, I don't care, bro. But to be realistic, to give him some fairness, he's a decent player. He does have decent traits, and he will be a decent squad player for any club. That's just something I have to say. But it's not going to be here. He doesn't fit the system. We know about attitude, everything. So he's been linked to, he does apparently want to stay in the Premier League. So you would have then said Chelsea because he's been linked to them, but then they just signed Bino Gittins. But we don't know with Chelsea. They sign everyone. They just seem to sign every winger on this planet to compensate for the fact they missed out Elise. Embarrassing. But he's been linked to Villa as well. Would he fit in that Villa? I don't know. Emery's a good manager though, so it's very possible. My personal opinion, if he wants to stay in the Prem, I go to a decent team. He should go to a Brighton or Newcastle or something like that. Like, Newcastle would be perfect for him, in my opinion. You know, like, rotate with Gordon, can play on the right as well. They are looking to get Alanga though. That's the thing. But it doesn't mean they need depth. Newcastle need depth. So if he wants to go to a club like that, he can definitely go there. But watching, he could join our rivals. He can go and join Arsenal. What if Garnacho goes to Arsenal for all I know? That would be crazy. You know, because Arsenal do need a left-sided player. Martinelli is linked with Arsenal for like 70-something million. So imagine Arsenal signed 2 left wingers, and one of them is Garnacho. Hey, it's very possible, but he did ask to leave the club. In other news, to move on swiftly, but the rest of that, we know what's going on. Let me know in the comments down below, what do y'all think? Would you have kept any of those players if you were the manager of Manchester United right now? Knowing their situations, knowing their backstories, what are you doing? And don't forget to leave a like on the video. Don't forget that, people. I'm going to keep telling you all that all the time. Don't forget, man. Give the support. But moving on to other news, we have Cunha. He's getting the number 10. I've seen people on Twitter saying it was disrespectful to give him the number 10 and Rashford hasn't really left the club yet. And what I say to that is just, you're dumb. You're just stupid. You think we're going to sign Cunha, clearly our marquee signing of the summer, because we haven't done anything else. We're close to getting a Bumble, but God knows, we can get him Bumble next year. Who knows? But and you expect him to just get like number 90 something or number 28 because Rashford's at the club, but he's not in our plans. What did you think? What did you think, people? But yeah, Cunha got to number 10. That's fitting for him, perfect for him. Hopefully he can come in for form. Preseason does start next week, Monday. So that would be great. I would love him to come in for form. But yeah, and again, any more transfer news, and Mbeumo is taking forever, people. It's taking forever. Like, 4 weeks ago, we were told that Mbeumo chose to join Manchester United. He's chosen Manchester United out of all the list of clubs that were in for him. And we still haven't got him yet. He's still not a Manchester United player. And there's been a lot of people on Twitter saying, oh, his medicals this week. Oh, this is going to be, this bid has been put in. But right, we haven't signed him yet, so it's about, sorry, my phone died. But yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what we're haggling over. I don't know really what's going on with this whole deal. But we need to wrap that up now. We also need to make some more signings. Like, we're wasting a lot of time, people. We're wasting a lot of time. Like, I think my next transfer window, we need to pick it up, because preseason does start on Monday and we have one signing in. One signing. That is That is after the season we just had, we have one signing so far. That is crazy. Like I'm like now speaking it out, and I'm like, yo, that's why are we not doing? We're not even linked to anyone. It's not even like we're linked to. We're not hearing rumors about anything. That's why there probably haven't been a lot of videos. Just we're not linked to anything. It's just quiet when it comes to Manchester United. It's just in Mbwemo for 4 weeks. Can we not do multiple deals at once? Is it like impossible to do multiple deals at once? Every other club that had as I was saying, every other club that had better season than us is making signings, and we're just here like just haggling. But I'm hoping that this month things change for Manchester United. We just need something, man. We just need something. But yeah, people, if you guys like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully next video I'll be happy, you know, we can announce some Mbwemo. And yeah, we can do some more stuff, man. Hope you guys are watching the Club World Cup. It's been pretty good. Quarterfinals of today. You should watch it. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.